Hello and welcome to today's video. As you can hear, I have caught a nasty summer flu and I'm going to sound very off today. I will nevertheless create another line today, but because of my voice, which probably sounds like a telephone hooker at the moment, I will create more and yap less. I'm sorry for that. But despite this, well, like I said, nasty summer flu, I will be creating. Today's line is Espoo bus line number 125, which runs from Tapiola to Espoonlahti, connecting two metro stations and stopping somewhere in between. And in order to sorry, this will happen many times during this video. Like I said, I'm not really fit to create videos at the moment, but I will do it nevertheless. So 125 it is. And there we go. Line basics set. The line will start at the Tapiola bus terminal, and then it will stop at Hakarinne, at Hakalehto, at Jousenkaari, at well, let's see what comes next. At Niittymaa, at Niittyportti, and probably then at Niittykumpu. That's correct. Then it will stop at Haltila, and then at the Lystimäenristi. After that it will stop at Ylisrinne. Sorry, once again, sorry for my voice. At Itäportti. And at Alaportti. At Kuunsilta. Let's see where it heads off to next. Oh, sorry. It will not stop at there. It will stop at this stop of Kuunsilta. And then it will stop at Kuunkatu. So there we go. Then it will stop at Kalliolähde, Holmankorpi. Probably after that at Puolarmetsä. Then at Puolarmetsänkatu. And then let's see what will happen. Okay. So this is probably where it will go on ways of its own. We'll just have to find this spot on the map. So the following stop is called Pisamäki, and now we'll have to find this Pisamäki stop. Sorry about that. So it will stop at Pisamäki, Bisabakkin, and that will be located around here. So this is where it will head to its own ways. Yeah, so basically the rest of it is new line. There we go. I hope my voice will heal by using it and not get worse by using it, but you will have to be prepared with all the options. It was a pretty, sorry about that, intensive 2 weeks of my first 2 weeks of my summer holiday, during which I spent a week at festival and another week at roaming. Sorry, once again, roaming around Finland looking for interesting places. Because, as you can probably already guess, I will get to the rest of Finland after I've finished Helsinki. After Pisamäki, yes, that's correct. We will then stop at a stop called Eestinlaakso, Esdalen. Sorry. You will just have to deal with this flu. I will have to deal with this flu. You will have to deal with this flu. There we go. Now the stop is ready. And then we connect it with the previous stop. I don't know how many times I can say I'm sorry about my voice at the moment. I am still sorry. I have issues with the voice at the moment. Like I said, there's been a summer flu. After sorry, Eestinlaakso, we will then stop at Eestinahde, Estbacken. And that is around, yes, it's around here. Okay. And after Eestinahde, we will then stop at a stop called Viittakorpi. Visacher. There is a one-way stop north of it, which I will once again ignore. Wait, let's see. Yeah, let's just ignore it. Oh well. Actually, let's not. Let's just create it. Oh, come on. Let's create the stop Barfotastien. Paljasjalan polku. Okay. So that's located around here. I will create it as a double stop, despite it isn't one. So there we go. It seems I'm lazy today, so it's well, the result why I'm not lazy today is that I took a 2-week break from creating videos. They had been readily created, and I'm back from my first part of my travels and creating stops again. So Viittakorpi, Visacher, and that will be around there. Yeah, I guess I should take big breaks more often. That would make me more productive. Come on. we go. And after Viitakorpi, we will then stop at Reittimäki, Fälesbacken, sorry, I'm a bit mistake prone today for some reason. And after Reittimäki, we will then stop at Kiertotie, Omvägen, which is located in this very strange junction here. Okay. Stop created, whatever this is, and then let's connect it with the previous part of the road in here. Let's just cut some corners again, shall we? Great, wonderful. That's approved by the general management, which is basically oops, me. So that's it, and then let's see where we'll head on next, because this is all very, very unfamiliar territory for me. After Kiertotie, we will then stop at Kirkkotaival. Okay. Kyrkstråtin. That's probably around there. So Kirkkotaival, Kyrkstråtin is around here. There we go. Well, let's once again got some corners, because who cares about these roads anyway? The houses built next to them, you know, they can be replaced. There we go. This isn't SimCity after all. This is NIMBY Rails, which is a great game, despite all its flaws, which I've pointed out several times during this project of creating Helsinki and Espoo and Helsinki regional traffic. And there we go, Kirkkotaival, Kyrkstråtin. And then we will stop at Haltiankaari. Wonder what that is in Swedish. Gårdstråsborg. Okay, this is interesting. Yes, Haltiankaari. And in Swedish it's Gårdstråsborg. I will never understand these stop names. There we go. And then let's create the signals, shall we? There we go. After Haltiankari, we will stop at Vehas. Let me just check, because there are stops of called Vehas on every side of this crossing, and I will just try to be lazy and create just one of them. Well, I can't be that lazy, so we'll create it in here, and then we'll later on create a stop called Vehas just north of this crossing, but sorry about that. This one will be called Vehas. There we go. And then we'll turn left. The following stop is called Sammalvuori, Mossberget. Sorry about it. Sammalvuori Mossberget is located in here. There we go. I will actually create this crossing this way, because that's how it should sorry, eventually function. Like I already said previously, I am having trouble with my voice. I had or I'm still having a very, very intensive summer flu, and that affects my voice. But I'm still creating these lines for you every single day. Or I'm creating these lines for you to watch every single day, because of course these are created in advance. Now after Sammalvuori, we will then stop at Martinsilta, which means that I'm connecting with the existing network somewhere in here, and then I will just have to move those couple of signals, but that will happen surely. So let's see. Let's move them here, because that's a good place for them, and then let's build these tracks. Let's go back to lines, and then let's see where the hell I left this one line. So I left it here, and then we'll just get back to this new line which I have managed to create so far. Sorry about that. There we go. And then we stop at Martinsilta. After Martinsilta, we'll stop at Soukanmyötälä. Oh, sorry. And then we'll stop at Merikansantie. And after Merikansantie, we'll stop at Lippulaiva, and then we'll get to this terminal in here, and then we'll go back. Wonderful. Just wonderful. So the line is basically ready. I will just have to push it through all these stops in here, and then we will see where we will end up after it has been finished. still working the way it should. Good. But yes. It's grid line, just like all the other ones, of course. And it's almost ready. And it's actually there. The line has been created. 50 kilometers. There is something shady with this thing right now. And the shady thing in here is with this stop here. So the issue is right up there. 27 kilometers, that's much better. Then let's go have a look at the trains or the buses in this case. And it's number 429, which we should clone. Going up to 430. And moving it up to line 1 to 5, and then let's just check the schedule of 1 to 5, which is operating every let's see, it's operating every, it looks like a 50-minute line. Well, let's make it a 50-minute line. Let's just agree to that. And so the line is operational. We do need a couple of more buses, I think 6, in order to achieve the right interval, but that is not a problem at the moment. 28 minutes after 2 or 3 buses. Oops, it's actually going to be 433. So buy 433. 21 minutes, so let's buy 434. There we go. And then we have, okay, we need one more. And bus number 435 solves it all. Today's video has been created. I will thank you for watching if you managed to do so. And I will return back tomorrow with another video. So until then, bye.